My favorite part about doing the makeup is getting to be creative and make designs. Working with black light makeup compared to regular makeup, more that it's paint and not, I don't know, if you think about it as like foundation. This is my first time doing makeup. If you see me on a normal everyday basis, I barely even wear makeup. It's kind of an adventure for me just to practice, paint my face all day. I've practiced many, many times.
I wanted to do the whole black light effect because it's different. Normally you don't see that kind of stuff, or it's not like used as part of visual effects, and because it's black light, it's glowing. And then when I add more glow in post, I think it brings a whole new character to the scene, which I think should hopefully look cool.
My plan thus far, we put a layer of orange on. We're really going for like red colors, and there isn't a red color in the black light paint that we got. So I've kind of like had to mix it up myself. So a layer of orange and then like dab on this pinky purple color, which I mixed the pink and the purple together just to get more tone in her. And it really reflects well. Now we're adding layer 2, and then next will be speckles on the face, glitter all over. I got eyelashes that are painted with glow light, so those will look cool. And then the wig, and then we'll be good.
It's really fascinating when you think about lighting, and lighting just for a regular set is a whole thing.
We're testing the black lights on Clara today. We're going to be filming in a week for this. We're doing a camera test for the Spirit Genie. I've never actually turned on a black light, so this is a first on many occasions. My tie glows in them because there's white in it. See? And you can see all the fuzzies on my shirt, which is great.
Whoa.
Things I was hoping for. So we'll add a little splatter to this side next time, Allie.
So Nicole,
Jake,
come over here and we'll look at it on camera.
splotchy.
Splotchy under the black light.
Well, there's two layers there.
Yeah.
I'll dip the other eyelashes in the paint because the silver isn't showing up. Do you want her eyes that dark, or do you want me to paint her eyes
I
too?
think you need to paint into that. So now she almost looks skeleton-like.
Yeah.
On this screen, you can see the speckles, right? No. But when it's blown up in 4K, will we see the speckles? Probably. And are we going to overdo it?
Probably not.
Okay.
So right here, Ben, this is probably as closest.
Oh, see, you can see them.
You can kind of see them, but I think they need to be very...
They need to be more...
like in your face seeing them.
Yeah.
I can hook it to some of these things here and then weave it out, and then it'll be a braids of the colors. Okay.
So I sent them some pictures I found online of what I thought this could look like. Some of them were like really complex stuff, like the colors, the neon lights, the look of it all. And I was like, this is kind of where I'm at. I don't really care how we do it. I have my 120D, which is super bright, and we'll put that on a C-stand. That one needs to be plugged in, and we'll put that way back in the background and wash the entire area. We're gonna use one of the big Dray casts for our key light. We'll use the other Dray cast for another wash. And then my 3 aperture lights, all those are probably gonna be just on light stands with batteries, ready to put gels on them. That way we can just grab and easily set things up.
Okay, we have craft services in this little kitchen thing. Here's plates and spoons, and we have coffee and hot cocoa and hot water. We have Subway, and we have chili and potato soup for the vegetarians. So it keeps us warm since we're going to be outside so much. And we also have chips and oranges, granola bars, cheese sticks. It is a very nice spread.
It's not super important that we get good audio. Right. I think it's just valuable for us to just aid our film.
Yeah.
The shots are pretty straightforward, especially the ones where we don't need the light for the VFX. It might be a thing where I'm like, Freddy, I need you to do this. And then we'll do it, we'll move the camera. We'll run through it as many times in here as we can, and then we'll run through it a few times out there.
Your third wish, Mr. Will.
So then you're like, wait, who are you? And then that's when you kind of glance over at the bottle. It's more of like a quick little gotcha. As you do this, as you're talking, like you're questioning, you're like, you don't know what's going on. Did someone just come out of a bottle? You kind of glance down at the bottle a lot.
Okay.
Putting two together, you're like, what's going on?
This is the first time that we've ever shot outside in the winter in the cold.
Oh.
We're finishing setting up lights for the film. There's a diagram with where all the lights need to go. We have most of them set up, but we're putting up the really strong lights right now because there's some that are like the key light and some of the ones that are like background fill.
Tonight's gonna be a lot about experimenting. We haven't done this before. This is the entity that grants wishes. So for today, while Jake in post will transpose Clara's character, this represents Clara, but it's Jake's contraption. He built this.
Hi, I'm Matthew. I'm a PA, so I'm kind of just doing whatever I'm supposed to do. Right now I'm sitting in so you can set up camera.
Freddy, who is Will in the script, is inside trying to warm up a little bit. It's about, I don't know, I'm guessing about 10 degrees right now. So it's really cold, and so we're all just trying to keep warm. So he's been getting warm, and as soon as he comes out, we're gonna make him sit on a really cold bench and read his very first lines.
So what are you using to keep yourself warm right now?
I got this jacket, I got another sweater beneath that, flannel beneath that, and then a long sleeve t-shirt beneath that, and then a t-shirt beneath that. So like 4 or 5 layers. I have hand warmers, but they're in my chest pockets. So I just keep doing this, and it feels great. And then I also have hand warmers here. And this infinity scarf that's just bunched up to cover my face.
We've come ready to shoot in January in Michigan.
Rolling. Scene A, take 1. Action.
And your third wish.
Wait, what? Third wish? What?
Ready? And rolling. Scene F, take 1.
So it's like
For the most part,
low
you're probably gonna wanna
60s.
look
It's not
up.
that cold out here. Actually, it's pretty warm.
It's snowing out. This is new. Our second snow of the season. And it's on the day that we want to film.
Bummer.
Bummer.
Huge production budget. All the snow is fake. We have a whole machine over there just blowing fake snow at us.
We got some shots, but we're kind of rushing through a lot of them just because. So we got to keep going, and we still have a lot of shots to get, and we don't want to be here all night. So we have a lot of work to do. I am rolling. Scene K, take 1. Go ahead. Hop back, buddy. And action. Oh shit.
Yes.
Let's do another one.
Yeah, that was awesome. Snow Patrol.
We've gotten a lot. Right now we're going through stuff at a slight jog. This is our shot sheet where I went through and kind of wrote out what we're filming. And then I have little storyboards that I made on the side. So we kind of have reference for what we want to shoot. So far, they're just chicken scratch drawings. They illustrate what we're getting. This is what we use for me to illustrate what I'm thinking to the rest of the team.
Got it.
Who's playing in the snow.
Those are beautiful, man.
They're film angels.
This is probably only gonna have one take of this. So we need to be very careful with how we have everything set up, where everything's placed, lighting, and then making sure Freddy knows what he needs to do. If we had the camera like down here, and the bottle's like right there, and Freddy's like over here,
Right.
he could come down up to the bottle. We'll just shoot this a little bit wider, and we'll let you play out everything in that shot. You're like, no. What? You come down to the bottle like this, and you're doing everything right here, so the camera's right in front of you, so you're acting in the camera. You do all your stuff, and then you go, and then you flip over like this to face that way, and set the bottle to the side. And then you pop up. Action.
Curious. That was your first wish.
Okay, so here's the plan. We need to get a reverse shot from around Freddy's perspective, looking at the bottle. Yeah. So it's just the bottle, and then promo photos. Let's go over what we're gonna shoot today. Eye level front on. We need to get camera down a little bit, kind of like Freddy's eye line when he's sitting on the bench, tilt it up. We need to get side angle, like close up. So we kind of need to match framing with that. So I might be like, you need to look this way or look this way or kind of look this way. And then a wide shot, just with her standing. For the most part, camera's gonna stay put the entire time, except for the wide shot. And then for her, so when she's facing the camera, we'll leave it like that. And when she put the side view, we'll just turn. And then she'll face like that way. Okay.
Can you show me what you added?
That's where a lot of like hand movements.
They're just braids. This one came undone. And I just tied them around the inside.
Is that even? I even found a song
here. Just because I was trying to think what wouldn't hurt her head when it goes on. I was trying to brush it out because I know nothing about wigs and it's not like it's real hair or anything. So then I started recurling it. So now it just kind of looks a little fluffy. But the wind's gonna be blowing anyways, so I was like, it's okay. So we'll do a little touch-up curls to the front. I just braided Clara's hair so that it can go under the wig better, and then we'll end up putting the wig cap on and then the wig on top of that. It just kind of holds it in together.
If you want to shoot a film, be ready to think it through and do the groundwork. Like, this is what our wonderful director provided. Clips of what we shot last week and then the corresponding movement that he wants from Clara. So for instance, this is the shot that we took last week, a few of them. So here's Freddy, and then today in the studio we're shooting what Clara will look like on this side of the screen. And then in post, Jake will be combining them. And he has done that for a number of shots that we have here. This is such a great example of organization, of correct pre-production, and then of course organizing your great team. This is how you put together a film. Really impressive.
You see blacklight photography all the time and you're like, oh, that looks really cool. And to use that as an element, I've done visual effects in the past, but not part of like a narrative story. So when we're on set with feature films, we know, oh, we need to shoot for the edit or how we're going to do the visual effects. And this is a good way of kind of thinking in that mindset. It's something new that we haven't done as like growing filmmakers. Of course, there's many different ways you could probably do this, maybe more ghostly, or maybe we could just have a person, or we'll do genies where the genie's physically on set standing there, but it doesn't offer a spectacle. I wanted like some kind of spectacle, something that we can shoot practical lights, start using colored lights with our films, and this is a way that we can start venturing into that realm.
So your body, I'm gonna put these symbols like right here. I'm gonna put some triangles, so the water symbol, and then it's just like, we'll add some dots on top. I'm gonna do that on your shoulders. I actually made stencils. I printed some out. So we got some water symbols, harmony symbol, and then this one was...
So where are these symbols from?
A lot of them are pagan. I'm probably gonna draw a Norse symbol on you too.
We are looking at a rough cut.
The snow machine was really good.
Yeah. Let me turn off the snow. You can't even tell. Turn off the camera blur.
I'm excited to be in costume because I think it's going to help me get in character and be sort of spooky and ethereal and maybe a little bit villainous.
So I'm using these paint sticks instead, and they go on so much better than actual like paint that we were using before, and it was flaking off, and I had none of that problem because this is more like oil based. And it does kind of smear. We got to be careful of that.
Jake, with all of the ideas and thoughts that you have about post-production, how long do you project post-production will take?
So we have to do visual effects, but it's more like doing one visual effect and then copying that every time it appears. So that will take a while. Sound design is going to be a while. Once we finish filming, I'll have Clara's footage that I can recut everything together.
What shall I grant for you?
I wish to know who I truly am.
Curious. That was your first wish.
So she's pretending as if he has the possibility to have figured out
Yeah.
what he should do, but of course he can't.
You're playfully toying with them. You have a little smirk on your face, so like, you really want to go there? Like, that's the button that you want to press?
It ends up to him. That's the burning question: is who I really am. That's what this guy really wants to know. But he doesn't. She knows that he really doesn't.
I was like,
Hopefully this will be more comfortable, Clara, right?
Yeah.
It's too tight last time when we were testing.
I'll get this soon.
I really wish people did this to me every day, but then I'd probably get a lot of attention. I think my favorite thing about this morning has been that all I have to do is just sit there and follow directions. Like, you just, oh, put your arm up, okay. Oh, turn this way, okay. Close your eyes, okay. It's like, it's nice.
I'm rolling.
So it appears you have one wish left, Mr.
What you're doing with your fingers, how you're kind of like curling them like this,
Mhm.
that looks super cool on camera.
Sweet.
And the same thing with the movements you're doing with your arms.
Mhm.
That looks really good too. I'm just going to show you where you're out of frame and where you're in frame. So, if you drop them down, right there, the top of your hands are out of frame. So if you come up, right there, you're in frame. You're floating in water. You're not going to be stiff. You're always just subtly moving.
Like, it's effortless to keep my arms up. They're just hanging out there.
So for Clara, right, she's playing a genie-like figure, an ethereal being of some sort. Nicole and Allie have worked hard to create this visual with the black light, with a lot of negative space and accentuations on certain parts of her body, but also with it so dark, you want to be able to see emotion, because there isn't a lot. It's important that a smirk could make a big difference in the context of this film. So we want to make sure we get that, but also the fluidity of her movement, because we don't know where she's from. There's a lot of ambiguity here. So catching her movements while also trying to catch any nonverbal that Clara is trying to give is challenging. We're shooting in the dark right now with black light. She looks absolutely gorgeous. It'll be interesting because Jake is shooting this in raw. His potential of catching every little emotion.
I am rolling. Bench front on. Take 3. Marker. And action. I like the numbers. I agree with I agree with Nicole about having them out here.
Yeah.
So it's in the black. Make sure to reference the bottle. You look at the bottle. Your second wish was for you to forget everything you know, and then funny. Look at the bottle. That was your first wish.
Right now I'm feeling pretty good about the makeup. I think it looks really cool. I've never done anything like this before, and if you know me, I don't wear makeup that often to even really like have experience. But I wanted to try it. I want to see how it looks, what I could do. So it was a challenge for me this time. It's flaking a little bit because of the paint just drying out, but it kind of makes it look cool because it puts all these speckles all over her body. We'll see how that turns up in the camera.
Jake, why do you do that thing?
This is for Clara's eyesight. Theoretically, Freddy's face will be right here on camera, so when I cut back and forth, they look like they're looking at each other, even though they're not. So she doesn't look over here. She doesn't look over here. So I put on my finger so she can see it over the black light.
My eyes feel a little weird. Yeah, I think there's a reason we mostly hang in the visible spectrum.
For the costume, I actually bought this dress on Facebook Marketplace and it was only $25. It was a lot better to do that because instead of going to a bunch of thrift stores and going inside and not finding what I want, I found a picture of exactly what I wanted. The big thing though was making sure that it glowed under the black light. Another part that I did like last night was the belts, which is a bunch of ropes, and I took the acrylic paint that glows under black light and just painted it. So we did that and kind of layered it, and that was a really nice touch with the belt. Then we did jewelry, so we have the earrings, which I couldn't find anything that would glow under the black light, so I painted those too. The acrylic paint I had was really useful for a lot of the stuff that I was doing. The best thing about the dress is that it was so versatile. Like, we could make this top part be anything that we wanted. So we did the one shoulder, but we could have done like a halter or anything to it, but I think it turned out really nicely.
I am setting up the shot that we're getting right now, so we have a reference to go off of.
So when we're filming Clara, we have a reference of where she's going to be because she's going to be occupying this space in the final cut. It's easier for us to look at this to kind of get an idea of how we want to position her, how we're filming right now.
In the studio, black cyc behind her, so basically it'll be masked and she'll be inserted into the shot that we shot last week at the park with him on the bench. And it'll look like they're in the same place when actually they're shot at different places, different times. The magic of film.
I am rolling.
Side, take 2, marker.
And action.
And your third wish?
Wait, what? Third wish? What?
Hooked me up one summer night. I was flying sky high. You would always take me out. Oh, me and my army, we will take you out. Whoa, we are one step ahead and we will bring you down if you fail me now.
We are trying to do this wide shot, and we need to figure out how to make the floor all black. And so they're pulling out all these bounce boards and just having her stand on them. But we still have some gaps, so they're still needing to put a couple more out. And then I think from that point, he's just gonna have to kind of crop out the sides to get just the middle for the wide shot.
Like, is there a visual difference?
There's a clear visual difference. I mean, if you can look at it in the camera, you can see that's black and then everything else is blue.
Don't lean your body weight this way because it will topple over.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, we don't have insurance.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it.
We don't have insurance.
She is on the box because when she's on the ground, the dress is just longer. It bunches up at the bottom. And we want her flowy and, you know, all that good stuff. So when she's lifted, the dress can fully extend, and then Jake can go and do his magic if he wants to fade it in or not. And it won't be such like a harsh like cut between like the floor.
Rolling.
Side wide, take 1, marker.
Action.
And your third wish?
I think it went really well. Working with the black light was really cool. Doing the makeup and the costuming was fun. Based on what I could see on the camera, like, we got a lot of good footage. So I think Jake has a lot to work with and to have fun with in doing the special effects to it. And it was a very good day.